Hey yo, what up, what up, what up, fans of the fucking sport? What's good? Yeah, man, we got a big one tonight, don't we? Got a big fight tonight. Big, big, big fight. Some fights are just big, and don't let these Canelo cocksuckers fool you, man. Like, they don't think a fight is big unless Canelo is involved. Like, these people, they really are not boxing fans. They're just Canelo fans. They shit on all these other fights. It's like he's the only thing that exists, and personally, the guy is he's regressing. But anyway, about these two fighters. This is a huge fight, man. Um some fights are big not because of the belts on the line, but it's the history. These motherfuckers really don't like each other, you know? These motherfuckers really don't like each other. So whenever that's the case, you know, that's always going to make for a better fight, you know. Then we're going to add into the fact that their styles couldn't be any more different. It's a huge, huge contrast to styles. David Benavidez, you know, Mike Tyson gave him the name the Mexican Monster, and that name kind of fits. The name fits, okay? Because this motherfucker comes in throwing a million. He fights like the Tasmanian. Imagine the Tasmanian Devil as a boxer. Yeah, that's David Benavidez. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. Um, yeah, I mean the name sticks, right? He is more of a technical defense first boxer, right? He's gonna use his legs a lot of times. He'll use his legs too much, just trying to stay away, and then by the end of the fight, he's out of gas. So, um, I think we saw a bit of a shift when he fought Anthony Durrell. Of course, Anthony Durrell is not David Benavidez, so it's like a mixed bag with Caleb Plant. We got to see what we see. But I tell you one thing, he's a live dog in this fight, man. Caleb Plant is an absolute live dog in this fight, and if you think he's not, you probably just because you want to find a way to take the piss out of David Benavidez if he wins. That's all. Why would you want to do that? Because you're a Canelo cocksucker that really doesn't like boxing. That's all. That's the only reason you would do that. You're trying to take the piss out of the guy. Well, Canelo already beat him, so the fuck what? Like, if we're gonna go back and do that, I mean, Hearns beat Duran. Duran beat Leonard, right? Leonard beat Hadler. Like, what the fuck is your point? Canelo beat him. So what's your point? This is how you know these cocksuckers are not really boxing fans. They want to use, as much as they talk against it when it's convenient, they use these triangle theories. But one thing I'm not going to do in this channel is focus this channel on the ideas of these fanboys, right? We're gonna shoot down a lot of their bullshit, but that's why you don't see me dropping names and all that. It's not that I can't, because I could, and like I could I could drop names. I could really start roasting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But it's really not even about that. Like, that takes the attention off of the fights. And that's all we're here for. We're here for the fucking fights. I'm propping up the fight. Why? Because I like boxing. I'm not going around shitting on fights. I don't care what fight it is. You saw me say I don't think the Tyson Fury Usyk fight will be aesthetically pleasing. Are you saying that I don't want to see it, or are you saying that the fight shouldn't happen? No, that fight needs to happen. It's for undisputed. It's a boxing match. Why would I do that? But that's the difference. That's how you know when you're listening to a guy who really likes boxing and you're listening to a guy who really likes boxers, which is weird. How the fuck you like these boxers, these promoters? You don't know them and they don't know you. But they go so fucking hard, man. So let's get into this fight breakdown a little bit. Right? This will be one of the easier breakdowns. Um, like I said, because the styles are so contrasting. Um, yeah. Now, what we expect to see, what we expect to see, is David Benavidez, or as Demetrius Andre calls him, David Benavidez, Shout out to Demetrius Andrade. As David Benavidez, he's gonna come forward. He's gonna march forward from the opening bell, right? I don't think this fight is gonna be fought in the center of the ring. I don't think Caleb Plant will be able to hold that position. I think he's gonna get backed up a lot, right? That doesn't mean it's not the end of the. It's not the end of the. It's not the end of the world that he's getting backed up, but that could break his legs down. It will tire him out, you know. So, what we expect to see is David Benavidez marching forward. Caleb Plant using his legs, using that jab, right? And I'm gonna tell you one thing: if the fight goes that way, if Caleb Plant tries to fight David Benavidez from a distance and just keeping his distance and like not willing to engage, he will get destroyed. He will get destroyed. He's going to get broken down quicker than Canelo broken down because Canelo's not a pressure fighter. He kind of turned into a pressure. When he wanted to get Caleb Plant out of there, you saw what he did. He went to the pressure and started chasing him around the ring, right? And Caleb Plant couldn't keep up. He started getting tagged. David Benavidez will be doing that from, he's not going to counterpunch you. He's going to do that from the opening bell. So I think Caleb Plant kind of knows that. I think the bread man kind of knows that, right? I think they're going to be in the pocket with this guy. I think they're going to be in the pocket with this guy. You know, they might be in the pocket. So let's talk about what Caleb Plant, what he needs to do. Like I said, I do not see Breadman having him running around that ring, running away from the Mexican monster. I don't see it. I think he'll do some movement. You know, setting some traps, have him thinking that he's going to be in retreat mode, and then he's going to sit down on something. Now, I'm going to tell you, that shot, that KO of the year that he hit Anthony Durrell with last year, that was very, very impressive. Because that's the same kind of shot that can get this guy out. If Caleb Plant runs that same low-high combination to the body and goes straight up with the hook, like he did against this guy, David Benavidez is going to be in trouble too. He's going to be in trouble. Why? Because, yes, he's the Mexican monster. Yes, he comes at you. He can fight. Tasmanian Devil. One thing he does, he doesn't bring his hands home. When he throws punches, his hands don't come back home. His hands drop down to his sides. And Caleb Plant is sneaky, bro. Caleb Plant is like, he's almost like that's I don't want to give him too much credit, but the idea, the way he fights, he's kind of like that Texas rattlesnake type of shit, waiting for you to drop your hands, pow, pow, out of there. Right? He's been saying it. Just look what I did to Anthony Durrell. Look what I did to Anthony Durrell. Caleb Plant knows he knows something about this fight. He thinks he can win. We know David Benavidez thinks he can win. We know that. He's never lost, right? He ain't been knocked out. Caleb Plant been stopped by Canelo. But Caleb Plant is not one of these guys who, apparently, he didn't break down after that stoppage. He feels like, hey, I lost to Canelo. Canelo's that guy. I ain't mad at that. He's feeling like he gleaned something from that loss. Very, very, very dangerous fight here. Both guys. If David Benavidez goes in there and breaks down Caleb Plant and gets him out of there in between 4 and 6 rounds, Caleb Plant probably won't be the same. Right? Probably will not be the same at that point. If David Benavidez gets knocked out by Caleb Plant, he definitely won't be the same. The Mexican monster, the title goes away. The title melts away into oblivion. He will not be the Mexican monster if he gets knocked out by Caleb Plant. So this is what we're here for, gents and ladies, right? We're here because we want to know. We got 2 fighters who want to fucking know. Right? So I'm looking forward to it. As for a prediction, I'm going to go with David Benavidez in round number 7. David Benavidez in 7. That's my pick. But we'll see what happens. If you like the video, go ahead and go down low, hook to the body, and hook to the head like Caleb Plant did Anthony Durrell. But do that shit to the like button, please. Peace.